Okay, welcome back to Outcast Ordo, a Dark Heresy campaign. This is week 3, part number 3. Our party is currently fighting the mutants that have been caused by a warp breach on the ship they're traveling on. The tech priest is currently in the bowels of the ship attempting to repair the Geller field and restore the normal space bubble that protects the ship. Our assassin and our psyker are attempting to deal with the mutants caused by the warp breach in what used to be a fairly nice marketplace. We are currently engaged in combat. Let's go with Nico. I believe you are next up.
Didn't I do the weapon swap and move?
Yeah, it's your turn again.
Okay. How far am I from the closest person? Still 30 meters?
How far were you? You were 15. You're 15 meters now from the grotesque one who is running at Shrag. Reached him, but is currently trying to grasp at him, but he's hovering 10 meters above, and she's a little confused.
Okay. So I'm 15 meters from that one?
Yes.
Forget running in with this melee stuff. I'm going to switch to my las pistol and aim.
Okay, so half action, you swap to the las pistol?
Yeah, and then aim.
Can you give me a 1d10 to see if it did jam? From the Psyker issue?
What am I doing?
Even reliable weapons have a chance to jam. You have to roll a d10. On a 10, it is actually jammed.
So even reliable weapons have to roll?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you did.
It's okay.
You did state that.
Your las pistol did not jam. It is working properly.
Okay.
So you're taking a shot at the grotesque mutant?
No, I'm aiming.
Oh, you're taking an aiming? Okay.
It's a half and half.
So you swap out, you point down the barrel of your las pistol ready to end the grotesque mutant. Shrag, Eli, sorry. You're hovering above this disgusting wide-eyed monster currently pining for your attention below your feet.
Maybe she just wants a date.
Oh, you don't cause a warp incursion or perils of the warp, but did you actually beat the threshold?
4 and 4, 8. And I need an 8. Yes.
So you just beat the threshold. What warp ability are you using?
I'm going to use another aim.
Okay, so you're aiming, giving you a plus 30 to your ballistics skill. You were pretty close. Like, she's 10 meters below you. Add another plus 30. You can't miss, actually. Can you? Plus 60?
Not with that. No. With that, I couldn't miss.
You would have to roll a 100.
I roll, let's see.
So roll your damage. I believe it is 1d10 plus
3.
Really?
Yeah.
The the energy just seems to hit her toughened skin and do nothing. She screams, clearly upset with you.
I mock her.
Yeah. She's still unable to reach you, so she's kind of reaching up in the air and grasping, and that's all she does. She-Hulk continues to cower, terrified by what's happening around her, and a little perplexed by the fact that she's now this muscle-bound humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
We are back at Nico.
Aim and fire.
Alright, so give me your ballistic skill. What are you trying to beat?
Just aim and fire.
That is a hit.
So that's actually oh, that's definitely a hit.
Yeah. A
That's an
13.
11.
Ooh, that's a different. Right arm. You're firing at the grotesque one?
Well, yeah, because it's only 15 meters on the last pistol. Well, whatever's within 15 meters, right? Like, because it's only 15 meters on this pistol, so it's going to be the. Is it the grotesque one or the?
Yeah, the grotesque one. The Hulk is back in the original location. She hasn't moved. She's 45 meters from you.
Okay. And I rolled an 11, basically.
An 11?
Yeah, 2 aims is plus 10. I don't know if that helps with your separation, 6 degrees of separation or whatever.
Well, that's a hit, right? 31's a hit?
Yeah, but doesn't it measure success?
Oh, not on weapon checks.
Okay.
So you're hitting her right arm. What are you doing to her poor right arm?
What do you want, Anna?
You are doing 7 damage. 4 of that damage is soaked up by her toughness. You do 3 damage, taking her to... Where the hell did that go? She is clearly battered and bruised, moving much more slowly, still reaching for Eli, but she's fallen to her knees. And that is all she does for her turn.
Just throw it.
Hulk. Sorry, it's your turn next, Eli.
On the floor. Throw it
All
on
right.
the floor.
I guess I'll just
Anna.
fire 2 shots.
Throw it on the floor.
Okay. So 2 half-action shots.
Yep.
Can you do 2 shots in a round?
I'm not sure.
What did it say? Actually, says standard attack is a make 1 melee or ranged attack. It's a half action.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let's allow it. 2 shots. Bang, bang. 2 shots to the head.
but the bonus is only on the first one.
But the first one's the hit.
First one's a hit. Second one's also... What's your ballistic skill?
My ballistic skill... Oh, till the end of the next turn.
You have natural point-blank range, plus 30.
Yeah, so it's like 90-something this turn, so yeah.
42, which is hit to the body. Roll me some damage.
So the first one's 2, the second one is 10.
Okay, so hold up. You're using your las pistol,
Yep.
which is an energy weapon, to the body. She takes 2 points of critical damage. The blast punches the air from the target's body, inflicting 1 level of fatigue. So she slows down a bit. Your next damage is another 10. On top of the 2, she's up to 12. All above, except in addition. Holy crap. Okay. The target is completely encased in fire, melting the skin and popping the eyes like superheated eggs. They fall to the ground as a blackened corpse. Nailed it. Okay, so all of this was happening while Reparo was down in the ship trying to get the Gellerfield back on. He succeeded just as you killed your wide-eyed grotesque monster.
Mm-hmm. As soon as that thing drops, I'm going to eye this She-Hulk but levitate back down. I don't want too many people to see that.
Chad's pointing out that you were taking a -10 to all your skill checks. However, your shots would have hit either way, thankfully for you. Not so much for the grotesque.
That's right, though, because of the fear.
Yeah. So the so Reparo successfully re-enables the Gellerfield. From where you guys see, you hear the familiar hum come back, and then over the edge of the balconies, you see the lights start coming on and going up the sides of the hull of the ship, and then the fake planet scene generator equipment comes back on, and you have this kind of weird, happy planet over this chaos of the marketplace. As the level of the Gellerfield reaches the warp fissure, it pops out of existence, and you see that large purple energy beam that was going towards the ground kind of go towards that ground, and you hear a large you hear a loud scream, actually, that takes on more demonic overtones towards the end, and you see the tables and chairs from where that beam was erupt, and the mutant appears. This one's much more scary looking than the first one. What you see ahead of you, coming out of where did I write this up? We picked on the female characters, like this guy. Coming out of his top of his shoulder blades, you see two long tentacles, about 10 meters long, rise up, and they end in large black stingers dripping green liquid, and they flail around menacingly. Give me a willpower check for fear again. Both of you this time.
That ain't nothing.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, roll on the mental traumas.
Poor Nicodemus.
It's the mental trauma.
Put this down.
235?
Page 233. Shock table, sorry.
Okay. He's like, I know that
100. Oh, what's your willpower?
Mine's 33.
That's failed by 41.
Yep.
4 degrees of failure, so give me a D100 plus 40. Not bad. Reeling with shock, the character backs away from the thing that confronts him. The character cannot willingly approach the object of his fear, but may otherwise act normal with a -10 penalty on all -10 penalty on all tests until the end of the encounter. The character gains 1 insanity point.
Ouch.
This thing's terrifying. You cannot willingly... Character cannot willingly... So we are maintain... he's the mutant's disorientated for having just appeared from the warp. So Nico, you may go first.
I'm scared crapless. What was I?
Frozen by... No, reeling with shock. You're backing away.
And I cannot actively confront him?
You cannot approach. But otherwise, you act normally.
I'm getting full distance on him.
So you're hauling ass?
Yeah.
Eli, this thing is 30 meters from you, 10 meters below you. Its flailing tentacles are well within reach if it does get underneath you.
Well, that's not good. So I'm going to continue my descent, but is that last encounter over?
The one with the grotesque? The Hulk's not doing anything.
Okay. Roll.
She maintained her mind.
I failed to manifest my power.
So you fizzled.
Mm-hmm.
That's a half action. Would you like to do anything for the rest of your action?
Yeah, I'm going to charge 9 meters back towards the way my compatriot left.
Okay. So you're retreating in a different direction.
I'm advancing,
advancing
to
a
the...
different... Sorry, I got that backwards.
Yeah.
My bad.
Run away!
Okay, the tentacle mutant has recovered from his warp sickness.
Mm-hmm.
Sees a Psyker, senses the psychic power in you, and charges for you at full speed. He moves at a speed of 18 meters.
Okay. So he was 30.
Yeah. So he's going to close...
And I got 9 more.
Yeah. So he's going to close half the distance between you and him. And he's still coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
As he kind of comes into a more of a clearing, you look up and you see a line of rifles perched over the balcony of level 4. And you hear someone yell, "Fire!" And all 20 rifles fire into this mutant. He is evaporated.
He's now being used as a strainer for our spaghetti.
Yeah. They were las rifles, so there's nothing left. You see
Dust spice.
the top of the balcony, right in the middle, you see what do you see? You see someone average build, fairly tall. He's not a typical Voidborn. He's not as thin and lanky. He's wearing a black and gray camo shirt. It's well prepped. How far are you? Probably about 60 meters. You can't see that. He's got a flak jacket over top of it. And he turns, walks to the edge, and starts coming down the stairwells.
I'm going to put my pistol away and wait for him to approach.
The rest of the troops also put their rifles on their back and pull out their las carbines. And they come down behind him. So he approaches and he's surveying the carnage. Reparo, we're going to cut here and we'll go back to Reparo real quick.
Okay.
Once you restored the Geller field, you hear Gaius say, "That did it." Now, quickly, we must see how they're doing upstairs.
Okay.
He runs.
I follow him back.
Okay, so you guys are coming back up the stairs. We'll cut back to Eli.
So all the did all the screens that were showing the breach just basically return to normal and everything?
Yep, all the purple lit screens with the danger warp breach turn to the normal displays that they had, various ship diagnostics.
Fair enough. Yeah, go ahead.
So so back with Eli and Nico. So this, as he gets closer, you see his gray camo pants and shirt are extremely well maintained in comparison to the rest of the crew. On his left shoulder, there's a large rank insignia. He keeps, in a bit of contrast to the rest of his uniform, his sleeves are rolled up, and you see on his right forearm the large double-headed eagle tattoo. Give me a... You know it's a military signet, that's all you know.
Okay.
And on top of that, he's wearing a flak jacket. Above his, or on his left lapel, the name Krieg is embroidered.
Krieg.
He walks right past you, right past you, Nico, barely giving you a second look, past Eli, surveys the charred corpse of the first mutant you assassinated. Sees there's nothing left of the larger mutant, and starts walking towards the Hulk mutant.
Uh-oh.
As he gets closer,
Uh-oh.
he pulls out his las pistol and shoots her in the head. You then see him walk around the rest of the wreckage, and you see a couple of shots, more shots go off. He then holsters his weapon and walks towards you, Eli.
Okay.
And he stares at you, gives you a once over, and says, "Who are you?"
I look back to him. No one of importance, just trying to do my part.
I highly doubt that. What is your name?
My friends call me Bones.
Is this your friend over here?
I don't have any friends. This is my companion, yes.
You. What are you called?
Name's Nico.
Nico. That is a strange name.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said I've never heard that name before. Where are you from?
I don't know the name of the planet.
You are a most puzzling people.
Am I supposed to know the planet?
Yeah, you would.
Okay. Because I don't know.
I'm from...
Oh, I've never heard of that planet. Now,
It's in the horizontal sector.
were any of you exposed to the VOP?
exposed?
He looks at the corpse of the She-Hulk and the...
I didn't get anything anywhere near that thing.
There was a male that was also touched that ran by.
He looks at some of his guardsmen who are now standing behind you and just motions them to find him. As for you, what are you doing on this ship?
Transport. We're en route to another location.
Transport. Where are you headed?
Saphir Secundus, I say.
Saphir Ah. You are the Inquisitor's men. Wasn't there
Maybe.
3?
Somebody had to go down and repair it. No. Yes, he ran the other way to ensure the safety of the retreating civilians.
A coward.
Except you just saved us all. But okay.
Yes, maybe, but a tech priest, metal weaker than flesh, of course.
Ah. I may agree with you, friend, but watch who you say that, or who you're in the presence of when you say such things. About that time, Reparo and Gaius arrive on scene.
The moment he steps on the scene, you're a little late. We already fixed it.
I don't even acknowledge that.
So, Krieg looks at you and says, your assistance is most appreciated.
Krieg.
What's that?
Yes,
Looks
what
at
your
who?
name was.
Nico and Eli.
Okay.
Your assistance is most appreciated. Now, if you require additional ammo, speak to my god.
Start looking at all of them, pondering which one of them is his.
Do you ask him that?
Yes.
These are all mine. I am Gilbrecht Krieg, Master of Arms of the Black Comet.
Huh. So you'd be in the position to get us something a little better than these, and I hold up my last pistol. My compact last pistol.
He pulls... actually, he holds up his last pistol, which is nearly identical.
The Master of Arms.
Knows the quality of a weapon. In the proper hands.
If you seek better weapons than these, you will be doing a lot of searching.
Well, I'll take you up on the ammo at least.
He looks over. Gaius, what happened to the Geller field? Gaius replies back, it appears to be sabotage, sir. He replies back, sabotage. I must go immediately. And he storms off.
I put away my last cutter.
Stop sabotaging the ship's rag.
Gaius looks at you, Reparo, and says, thank you for your help. I'll be sure to let Cortez. I'll be sure to let Cortez know of your assistance. Now, if you excuse me, I need to find a saboteur.
I just nod.
I'm gonna elbow
Sort of
Nico.
bow graciously.
I'm gonna try and be like, "Hey guys," be like, "Hey, what's this about this saboteur business? This sounds interesting."
He recognizes you from earlier.
Well,
Oh, my friend. Yes, someone in the lower levels has been attempting access to areas they're not permitted.
okay.
Additionally, it appears my security code has been compromised. And now, someone has severed the Geller field. The agents of chaos are clearly aboard this ship.
Okay, hang on. Reparo, did you sever the Geller field? I mean, really. I was getting access. He stole the code. You had to have done the third thing.
I didn't steal the code.
Okay.
Do you ask that?
No. I'm not getting us airlocked right now. Thank you.
You don't know.
Oh, back to what you're
Just like that's gonna get us spaced in no time. Like, wait a minute.
What was
You
your
were
response
with me
to
when we were chasing those guys?
What was your response to Gaius when he told you that?
Oh, about that thing? I didn't respond. Because Strag was responding.
Okay.
Sorry.
He waits.
I just kind of say, do you have any leads?
It's too soon. We're just starting. This has all happened quite recently. Do you have any other questions?
No, but you said Reparo will help you out?
Yes. Reparo was the right place at the right time. I've heard of, well, the Geller field almost never fails on a ship. I've read of such failures, and I've seen the field come up and down enough times to know that to suspect what might have happened. So he happened to be there. I pulled him with me, and he was able to fix and restore power to the field.
Oh, good job, bud.
I only do the Omnisci's will.
Yes, the machine spirits were quite pleased with your abilities.
In spirit, right.
Now, if you excuse me, I need to speak to Cortez and find out what's going on in this ship.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Now, did you say you were working for the Inquisitor?
We didn't outright say it, but yeah, that's kind of what we're doing.
Noted. I may be in contact later.
He has need of our services.
Do you have a Vox?
A what?
A Vox. It's basically your walkie-talkie. I'll roleplay this. Do either of you have a Vox?
I don't think it's in my inventory, so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Then you
Negative.
He pulls his Vox from his pocket and says, "Take mine. I'll I'll get another one. This will allow us to communicate over short distances.
Okay.
I have bad luck with machines. I'm not touching that thing.
I'll take the Vox.
Okay. So Reparo takes the box. You currently have no contacts in it because you don't know.
It's like a cell phone, basically.
Basically. But
What's
you
its
don't-
weight?
Oh.
0.1?
It's not much. We'll remind me to do that later.
Okay.
Okay, so you're left standing in the middle of this wreckage.
Not for long.
Go on.
I go dumpster diving. Something in here still works.
Wow. Just wow.
Okay, so you see
I'm-
Eli picking through the...
I'm going everywhere looking for survivors and people that need my help.
aren't you the humanitarian?
Also, if it's not nailed down, it's mine now.
Even your dog realizes that's wrong. Okay, so you're searching around.
Yep. For people to help.
/ rob from.
Pretty much, yeah. That's my thing.
Before he leaves, I remind him to leave the technology as it is before he pegs himself as a heretic.
Do you respond to this?
I am helping people.
People helping people.
Yes. I'm sure you are.
I'm going back to my room. I need to figure out why my gun jams. My gun never jams.
I'll giggle a little bit if I hear that. Oh, so by the way, that whole bond about convincing you of the safety of my involvement with the perils of the warp, that's not happening this session. I don't.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else they want to do on this ship?
No.
Specifically on this ship?
Yeah. Is there anything else you
Negative.
want to do? Okay.
The heck?
He wants to go. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That was interesting.
He's
That was
asking.
Merlin just saying his displeasure.
Did that dog just say out? Like, I want to go
I
out?
want to go out. Yeah, he's talking.
Ow!
It was like, out!
Okay.
Pretty sure.
So perhaps we will wrap the session up and we'll do the end of session stuff.
Sure. fun.
Okay, first things. Has anybody resolved the bond?
I don't think so.
Not really.
Well, yeah, not. It hasn't resolved it, but I'm, the machine spirit saved our asses today.
Did. Paris has much to teach me about the machine spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've got some good. You got some
Okay.
good. Whatchamacallit? You got some good hooks in there to finish that off, possibly next session. Unless you want to roleplay something out right now.
No, I think it's another instance, and
Yeah.
it's going to be much, right? That was a lot. Like, oh my god, he just saved everyone on this ship, but I think there needs to be just a little bit more.
Yeah. I have much to
Thank
teach Eli about anger.
Oh, he's yet to find out.
Okay. Yeah, you're not soothing Nico's fear of you in the warp anytime soon. Although you didn't make it worse, because I don't think he knows you caused his half that shit.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was... Uh-huh.
He doesn't.
Okay, and Reparo, you haven't finished your bond yet either.
No.
Has anybody any new bonds that they can think of right now?
Ooh. Not right now. I could think about it a little bit more.
Okay, think about it.
There was a bond about me trying to protect him from being a heretic. I was trying to sort of play on that, but I never really said that I was doing that. But yeah.
Okay, so do you want to establish that
Yeah.
bond? Okay.
I can't remember.
I need to start a new bond and say there's much to teach Eli about the perils of the warp.
Yeah. Exactly.
That'll be solved in no time. Like, oh,
well, yes and no, because he'll still do what he does. So I don't know if he really learned anything.
I'll get XP. 7 failures or whatever in one session. I'm sure I'll get XP.
Too bad we don't level based on failures.
Yeah.
You're talking about it's what you live through that gives you experience.
We're just lucky we lived.
Yep.
There's some crazy stuff on that list.
Okay, so if any, think of your bonds.
Yep.
A lot of you have a lot of room for next time. We're gonna go with 200 XP,
Okay.
which is standard session XP. Now you guys had set up fears, hatreds, motivations. Does anybody feel like they acted this session within those motivations?
I didn't actually put those on the sheet, did I?
I think I set up-
Skullheart's comment. That's funny. Yeah, I think you're right, Skullheart.
What?
He says, I think that dog was in the vicinity of the warp.
He just asked to go outside.
He actually said out. He was like, out!
Yeah, that's what he wanted outside.
You have a warp dog. Voidborn dog.
It's one of those creepy Resident Evil dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then we
not
can
him.
watch Ninja Turtles tomorrow.
Okay,
I think I'd set up that I was going after power.
yeah?
Yeah, and I think I acted fairly within that.
Did you
Just-
do anything to pursue? What was your exact wording of that?
That I would do anything to gain power.
So what
Which
did you do
includes-
to gain power?
I charged towards the warp rift in order to loot everything afterwards so I could better equip myself so I could gain power faster.
That sounds more like wealth.
Yeah.
This wealth and power, they can be equivalent, the same thing.
So when you say power, what do you mean? Any kind of power?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give it to you this time, but that's weak.
It's weak.
50.
Now tell me.
That's 50 XP.
Okay. And I did meet that guy there because I went over there. That gave me some power too.
Who did you meet, sorry?
What's his name? It's like Creed, but it's not Creed.
Oh, Gilbrecht Krieg.
Krieg. Okay, I met Krieg. That gave me some pull. That's social power.
No.
Super friendship buddies, you die. One of the things I hate was missing or letting anyone live, and both those happened, and I wasn't too keen on that. I need to figure out why my weapon jammed, remember? I don't know.
What was your...
Well, I don't know exactly, like, because I had a few, I don't know.
Yeah, you picked
Remember-
all three.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure.
That's fine. If the others want to define the other two, then they can call upon them also.
So I didn't really do anything about what will I sacrifice, because...
Nope.
Actually, I did. What will I sacrifice? I didn't feel like sacrificing myself is basically what it is, and I didn't want to go to the warp. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. 50.
I don't even know if I had filled that that stuff out on my page, on my sheet.
You did. I wrote it down.
Did you?
Okay, so scratch the missing shots and letting anyone live, and give you the 50 for the not willing to sacrifice myself.
It was all about order and maintaining order and the chain of command and stuff like that.
So
You
you
did
love
that.
Order?
Well, because I was from the military ship, it's pretty well all I know.
Yeah, he listened. He did
Yeah,
exactly
I'd give you
by the
50
rule
for
book.
that. You acted within your training and your orders.
Yeah.
And what were your other two? Nico, did you get anything?
The other two, what?
The other two motivations.
Well, one of the motivations is what do I hate, and I hate missing shots or letting anyone live.
So you...
That once I have them in my crosshairs.
Okay, so yeah, you didn't do so well on that one.
Why? I hate it. And it happened.
You hate missing your shots?
Yeah. But I hate also letting anyone live.
I would say to
that.
score on a hatred, especially that hatred, you would have to have no misses in the round, in the session.
I think my other driving things were like the pursuit of
Heretical knowledge.
heretical knowledge didn't really apply for the most part to this.
And I my desire doesn't apply, so it's like
Okay.
wealth and
So an extra 50 for each of you. And I believe that is all. Does anybody else have any questions about the session before we wrap up the stream?
Yeah. What did I find?
What did you find?
I looted the marketplace, man.
You looted the entire marketplace where people...
You found rotting vegetables.
lots and lots of rotten Grox meat.
Yeah. Give me a D100.
All right.
You nail a perfect one, you can find something special. Nope. Okay, so you
We
search
just see
through
him run off and start looting all the stalls and stuff.
A lot of
as
broken
You're
shit.
helping people. Do you cast any warp spells? Do you have warp heal?
Do I have what?
Warp heal.
No.
Oh, okay. So you're just kind of directing the droves of medical personnel and medical servitors and just helping them clear rubble and stuff like that, and pocketing
Yeah.
anything interesting you find. Give me 12d6. You find 38 throne guild.
Yes.
Huh.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it for this week. We will post on the website when the next session will be. Again, that's homerj.net. We also have a Twitter, homerj.net. You can find all of these available on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed this, please remember to like and subscribe, leave any comments in the doobly-doo, and we'll see you guys next time.